Dear students, today I'm here with the second chapter of class 11th. The title of the chapter is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. Before I begin, I would just want to thank each one of you for your support and love that you've shown to our channel. Thank you for all the positive feedback. If you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe the channel. And if you like the content, do give us a thumbs up. At the end of the video, I'll be throwing light on the title justification and the theme of the chapter. So let's begin with the summary of the chapter. The narrator and his wife plan a voyage around the world, just like famous Captain James Cook. They have been preparing and perfecting their seafaring skills for the past 16 years, giving up all their leisure time. They get a ship which is 23 meters long and weighs 30 tons, wooden hulled, named Wave Walker. They test it in rough weathers for months and months. And finally, in July 1976, they all start their journey from Plymouth, England. They sail from Africa to Cape Town, which was quite a pleasant journey. Before heading east, the narrator hired two crewmen, Larry Vigil and Herb Sigler, to help them tackle one of the roughest seas of the world, and that is the Southern Indian Ocean. They encounter strong and alarming waves during the second day, but by 25th December, they all manage to reach 35,000 kilometers east of Cape Town. The family somehow manages to surpass the bad weather and celebrates Christmas together. The weather changes for the worse, and on January 2, the big waves hit them. They try to slow the ship down by dropping storm jib. Jib is a triangular shaped sail that is dropped to reduce the speed of the ship. They carry their life raft drills, attach lifelines, don themselves with life jackets and oilskins. Later in the evening, a vertical and huge wave strikes the ship, and the narrator is thrown off from the ship. He accepts his approaching death and starts losing consciousness. When the ship is about to overturn, a huge wave hits again and turns it right back. He suffers injuries in the ribs and mouth. He grabs the guardrail and sails into the ship's main boom. He instructs his wife, Mary, to guard the wheel as he realizes that ship has water in the lower parts, and his crewmen start pumping out the water. The narrator goes to his children's cabin to check on them. His daughter Sue informs him about a bump on her head, which he ignores because his major concern is to save and repair the ship. The narrator does waterproofing on the gaping holes. This makes water to deviate on the right side, and the hand pump gets blocked due to the debris, and the electric pump gets short-circuited. However, he later finds a spare electric pump and connects it to drain the water. They all keep pumping the water all night long. Their mayday's calls are not answered as they are in the remotest corner of the world. Sue, on the other hand, has now a swollen black eye and she has a deep cut in her arm. On being asked by her father about her injuries, she tells him she didn't want him to worry as he was trying to save them. After 15 hours, the situation gets under control and the narrator decides to work in rotation and rest. The water levels are controlled, but the leaks are still there below the waterline. The ship is in bad shape now. It's not in a condition to reach Australia, and so they decide to reach the nearest island, that is Isle Amsterdam. It's a French scientific base. As their supporting engines were also damaged, the chances of the ship to reach the destination are low. After pumping the water out continuously for 36 hours, they took a sigh of relief. Only a few centimeters of water was left to be pumped out of the boat. They hoisted the storm jib as the main mast was destroyed. They ate their first meal in 2 days, and that was also some corned beef and crackers. The weather soon started changing, and again the black clouds took over by the morning of January 5. His son Jonathan told him that he didn't fear death as long as they were all together. This filled him with determination to fight the sea. The struggle continued, and the narrator tried his best to protect the weakened starboard side. The same evening, the narrator and his wife sat together holding hands, thinking that their end was near. His children continuously supported him, which gave him moral support to keep going. The wave walker sailed through the storm and made it. The narrator then calculated their exact position by working on the wind speed. While he was brainstorming, Sue gave him a card that she had made expressing her love and gratitude towards the family. He instructed Larry to steer the course to 185 degrees. He said that if they were lucky, they could hope to find an island by 5 pm. He dozed off and suddenly got up around 6 pm. He believed that they didn't make it and was disappointed. His son came and informed him about how they reached the Isle Amsterdam Island, and he called him best daddy and best captain. They reached the island with little struggle and with the help of inhabitants. The whole team, the family and 2 crew members never stopped trying. Their struggle and hard work finally saved them and brought them to Isle Amsterdam Island. Talking about the title justification, the title is taken from Jonathan's remark that says, "We are not afraid of dying if we can all be together. You and Mummy, Sue and I." So that is what Jonathan wanted to say. It's the most telling title the passage could have, for it brings out the bravery, grit and courage of the captain's family and the love each member has for others. Jonathan and Sue's bravery in the face of deadly disaster inspires the captain to fight the sea. Fortunately, in the end, nobody had to die and the family remained united. Their ordeal ended in safety, relief and happiness. There is a string of themes woven into the passage. The first one is the human nature of knowing and exploring the unknown and taking on challenges. Second, human instinct for survival. The tenacious captain and his crew fight the raging storm tooth and nail and come out safely from the jaws of death. Third, human bravery, grit, courage and determination which are exhibited even by little children, Sue and Jonathan, besides their parents and Larry and Herb. Fourth is the element of luck. The captain's decision to take Larry and Herb as crew proves very lucky, for their role is vital in saving the ship. Luckily, a pinprick of an island, Isle Amsterdam, is near enough for the ship to reach safely. Fifth is faith in one's optimism and sharp presence of mind. It is these qualities of the captain which are instrumental in the wave walker and its crew's survival. That's all for today. In case of any doubts or queries, you can drop us a message on Instagram, or you can also drop them in the comment section below. I'll revert to them as soon as possible. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.